saying that they understand like the urge for you to be still. We don't sit still.
Because they keep us moving all the time. From the time you wake up, your mind is constantly going.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to go to work because you got to pay bills. Or you got to go to school. Something is going on.
Something.
You never have time to sit down there and just be with yourself. Be with your thoughts.
From age 5 on up.
And that's so sad. You know, when do we ever really get peace? This is why when people die, we always say, rest in peace. And it's sad that I got to wait till I'm dead before I get some peace.
And then they be swearing we in a better place. I mean, yeah, but Earth is paradise as well. And the fact that you wasted it is just like...
That's what the summum bonum is over the temples of just about all the doorways in Egypt. Yeah. You always see, man, know thyself, and the summum bonum. The summum bonum means for the greater good of man. For the greater good. To be as close to God here on earth, it's supposed to be the ultimate goal.
Exactly. Because then when you go to, pass on, you can really connect with that divine all.
Because think about it. If your whole life is chaotic right here, and you die and you go to heaven, do you think you're just going to automatically know how to, be calm, know how to, be around nice things? If all you've ever been around is a bunch of chaos and filth and trash and broken, torn things, you won't know how to appreciate nothing.
That's the thing. When you don't fulfill your mission here, you get sent back. So it's really not rest in peace. It's you're coming right back. You're coming right back because you didn't do everything you needed to do.
Ooh. How about that?
Coming right back.
So you thought you was getting ready to escape this.
Right, because your life was chaotic or anything like that. But there's no excuses. You're supposed to be doing the divine work to make sure that when you do cross over, you meet those Nathar or you meet those people because they waiting for you. But if they can't get to you and like they missed you because you missed the exit, you ain't know where to go, which portal to take. You gotta come right back.
Oh snap! You said
you make it.
Yeah. That's heavy. That's heavy, man. That's why we gotta get all this together right now while we heal with the living, in the living,
all that.
And to a lot of people, that just seems like so much when they think about, because to become our original selves again, we gotta reprogram our whole self, and that's what turns a lot of people away. They're not gonna do all that. So I gotta go in now, re-educate myself and learn all this all over again because they lied to me about everything the first time. But Mom, you told me to go down there and listen to them people.
Right.
So, it's like people don't want to go through all of that. You know what I mean? Being reprogrammed. Because it's a lot. It's tedious.
It is. And it requires you to look at yourself. Some people scared of themselves and all the stuff that they did.
Ooh, wait a minute. Break it down for me. Break it down.
Why are they scared? They scared because, say for instance, as a child, you faced molestation. Not like molestation where somebody penetrated you, but you was touching on and being touched on. Say for instance, that's the case. Then as you get older, you still got that over-sexualized way about yourself, but you don't notice it. And then when you finally sit down, and you look, you be like, dang, I was touching on and I was being touched on, or I might have did this without permission, and now I gotta really sit back and think I violated this person and this person violated me. So
that's why a lot of people run to the church, though. You realize that, right, little sis? A lot of people run to church to resolve that issue. When a lot of other people reach that, because I've seen it. I've seen it. I know people that did it.
Me too.
When they reach that point in their life where they are faced with all the turmoil and all the terrible things that they've done, they run to the church and they think that all I got to do now is run to Jesus, get down on my knees and repent, and all will be forgiven. But you never said sorry to any of the people that you hurt. So who forgave you?
Exactly. That's my whole thing. Because if you sat down and you was like, yeah, I was wrong for, touching on and being touched on. I was wrong for that. And now I'm going to go find these people and I'm about to go apologize and ask them if they remember, just basically clear the air. They're not going to do that because they so scared.
Right. Yeah. But that's the only way you're going to ever really cleanse yourself. Mm-hmm. Because if still to this day they've not found the Holy Grail, still to this day none of the bones of any of these people in this text have been discovered, then who's forgiving you? You keep going to this building, getting on your knees and praying to this being, unseen God, but who's forgiving?
Nobody's forgiving you.
So that's why you continue to carry around that guilt, and then you drown it away by maybe picking up the bottle. Now you're drinking every day,
and now your kids doing the same thing you did. They got the same hereditary genes because you didn't correct it. So now your kids unknowingly, because you don't know, stuff like that get done in the dark. So you don't even know that your kids is doing the same thing.
Yeah,
so they these type of games, they doing this type of stuff. But then when they get older, now they gotta think, I was playing house with my cousin.
Yeah,
or I was doing this with my cousin. Like they don't understand those type of things.
On their cousin.
It's hereditary once you start and don't put a stop to it. So that's kind of like an analogy of how people gotta go back and reincarnate because they was scared to do it. Scared to face that, those people that they hurt and they gotta come right back.
Yeah, that's what it is. That's what it is. It's that guilt. It's that guilt. You can't be a man. You can't be a woman and say, I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. I wronged you. Please forgive me.
Right.
Why is that so hard for us to do? And
it feels better when you do it.
And it's so messed up because deep down inside, we naturally, as Nagaru, you understand? Mm-hmm. We are naturally a loving people because the melanin keeps us civilized.
Mind you, certain things, some of those traits don't come from our lineage. It comes from the white man's lineage and them mixing it with our ancestors. We wasn't into ants. Well, I don't know if we was or not because they was doing some incest stuff for real. But it was more open. Like the incest that the black people doing,
it wasn't the same.
Yeah, it wasn't not like sneaky and dirty and diseaseful.
Like we married into the family only to keep it in the bloodline.
Right.
But like then they came along trying to replicate what we were doing. But you sullied it because you was literally sleeping with your daughter. You was not supposed to literally sleep with your daughter, Daddy. You got your daughter coming in there, bathing you down every night. Yeah, this is the sick kind of stuff that was going on. And my mama just standing right there in the kitchen, allowing that. Going in there, baby. Going in there and rub your daddy down.
We
wasn't doing that nastiness. That's nasty. That's sick.
So it's a whole different form of incest, and their form polluted like our genes, because then we started doing all this crazy stuff, and then we started getting the same diseases as them, the same emotional distress and all
physically that. And yeah, exactly. You taking on them, isn't that that's what the Bible always says?
Word, man.
You start speaking in their milsan, you start speaking their lahaj and your akal. Everything that you imagine is all relating back to them.
Right.
And now nothing of you is you.
We carry out their order after those type of things. Like now you carrying out their what they want you to carry out. They want you to do these type of things. They don't want you to really use your bloodline to make it powerful. They want you to just pollute it and then have you with these kids that look like they got autism and all types of
yeah, because you don't realize where that come from. We don't realize that those genes, those chromosomes.
Yeah.
You don't realize, it's a whole science to this. It's a whole science to us. We are the original scientists.
But that for us. But me and you, and they showing, we know these type of things. Like my Nasag Tat newbie, we all know these type of things, but everybody don't know.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And I realize that for a lot of our people, because most of our families, like me, my family is a Christian family. Mm-hmm. I told you I'm like the anomaly in my family. I don't eat meat. I don't worship the way they do. Mm-hmm. Okay, so yeah, I'm like the anomaly, you could say. Right. And that's the thing that a lot of people can't do that. A lot of people don't have the courage to get up and walk off on their own. You feel what I'm saying? I walked off on my own when I made these decisions and these choices in my life. Right. Because now, like I said, I'm the anomaly. I don't really know no one in my family that doesn't eat meat. Every time I go gather and visit with my family, they're meat eaters. Right. There's meat on the table. In my family, I come from a Christian family. They still follow that doctrine. I don't live in that doctrine. I don't really follow that doctrine. Right. I take from that doctrine what is for me. Mm-hmm. Everything else, I put it down.
As you should.
So, yeah, it's like, for a lot of people, they can't do that because now you're going to be left alone because that's the road less traveled. The road of truth is the road less traveled. Yeah. And for a lot of people, that's a lonely road. And they can't do that. So you mean I'm not going to have no friends over here? Nobody going to like me over here? Well, shoot, I ain't going over there.
Yeah, some people don't know how to be disliked.
Yeah, they don't. They need to be like, that's what all this social media is about. They got us liking and disliking everything.
But mind you can't dislike on everything.
That's how, like it or leave it. That's how they set it up, though. You see what it did to us psychologically? Now you go and you put a post up on Facebook or Instagram or wherever. You come back and look an hour later, you see ain't nobody like it. Okay. Now you feeling some kind of way. Yeah. Oh, what? Nobody didn't like my post? They don't like me. You understand? You got a little bit of subscribers and now you sitting back saying, what? Nobody don't like me? They don't like me. You take this stuff personally. You getting on Facebook, putting all the pictures of you laying up in the hospital bed with tubes all out your body. Well, you're not just showing that to your friends. You realize that. You showing that to everybody.
To the whole
world. And everybody don't care about you, so why are you sharing that part of your life with everybody? Exactly. That's why certain things I don't like to share on there, right?
Yeah, because even if you delete it, it's still in the cloud.
It's still in the cloud. It's still in that data. Every one of us got that data. It's your whole list, your whole life on that, on your data, in your data, your data file, data chart, whatever it is. But yeah, it's crazy.
It is, and people need to realize it. People need to understand, but they don't because they so caught up like in the fame, caught up in the money, caught up in the all that kind of crazy stuff.
So when you think about it, because I was on OSM and I was in class one Saturday, right? They have Saturday classes, which I always try to attend. Sure. So I'm in the class and I think it was Sakim that said something about, what did he say? He was saying, how did he say it? He was saying how when you make that change in your life, you're going to start to notice that all the people in your circle are going to start to dwindle away. It's true. I watched my circle go down. I've been cursed out by friends only because I've asked them, don't share content with me like that in my inbox because I don't follow that any longer. Mm-hmm. And then they curse me out. They get mad at me and tell me, oh, well, you the devil, you this, you that, blah, blah, blah. Okay.
Exactly.
So why do I got to be all that? Because I'm not following that. I'd rather follow what my people always follow. Because this is going to work better for me.
Like, you don't
I feel good every day now. I don't feel weighed down.
Right.
I don't feel all weighed down and all depressed and all angry every time you wake up. You mad at the world. That's why they outside screaming and yelling on breakfast. Why y'all arguing on breakfast, man? Go inside and eat some food. Chill. Eat a bowl of cereal or something. Do what you do in the AM. Y'all outside fighting 7 o'clock in the morning. Like, come on, man. We got to get this together for real.
Big time.
We do. We got to get this together. That's why when you talk about the 144,000, because that one time also I was in the class and I was saying to Sakim, I was saying, you know, because our brother Sakim that runs the class, I don't know if you're aware of OSM.
I know of it, but I never attended it.
Yeah, you should, because those are our brothers out of UK. Mm-hmm. You know, Newbie, he knows Sakim. So I was asking a question about the 144,000, and then because I'm like, well, shoot, if it's only 144,000, that's not a lot. There's 13 million of us in America alone. Right? True. That's not even counting the rest of the world over. So if only 144,000 is going to be chosen, then that eliminates a whole lot of us. But when you really sit back and you look at the scope of it, that makes sense. Because really, who going to go? Who going to be ready? Who's going to be ready? Our group is small.
It is.
It is very small. When you looking on YouTube and you, let's say, in a podcast chat, and maybe it's a podcast being hosted by somebody that's talking some spirituality or consciousness, and you might see 2,000 people in the chat. So you thinking, oh, look, we on the rise. Look, it's 2,000 people. Yo, we got mad people out here listening, but you got to remember, that's mad people all over the diaspora. In one place.
And there's bots included.
Right. Half of them people are bots.
Seriously.
To give you the illusion that you got a lot of people in your chat. To give you the illusion that you're getting all these subscribers every day.
Right.
So, to keep that going for you. To keep you in that same frame of mind. Like, oh, wow, look, they like me. They like me. And now you feel good about yourself because you got a bunch of subscribers or a bunch of likes.
And people know you. I don't want to be that known now. I like being known by my community, but when they start talking about fame, listen.
See, I do it because I just want to share with my people, my circle, because I know so many people in my circle don't know. They don't have the right knowledge. Right. They don't have the right understanding. I know that because they never talked to me about it. And I'm like, okay, well, y'all never told me. So when I come and talk about it now, and then all the elders in my family are like, oh, they get mad. Like, you think you're smarter than everybody now? We already know that. Well, why didn't y'all tell me that?
Exactly.
Why I got to grow to be 50, 40 years old to learn it? Right, that's the sad thing, and that's the thing I try to prevent my daughter from doing with my grandchildren. That's the thing I try to prevent other people from doing. Mm-hmm. Don't let your children grow up to be grown like you did before they find out the truth. Don't do to your babies what you know was done to you.
Yeah.
And now
that's how it was for me.
Yeah.
Really talking about we ain't religious, but why y'all not religious? Why are y'all not into Islam like my aunts and my uncles and my grandmas and my grandfather? But they let me discover that on my own. They already knew about Bible. They already knew about certain things. But I had to go through all this stuff, be homeless, be this, be that, just for me to find Bible. And they already knew about it. Like, y'all ain't give us no personal guidance. Y'all just let us be out here.
That's what I'll be mad about now, too, Zamal. Listen, I'm getting ready to be 55. You imagine how I'll be feeling sometime, little sister, that I'm just now coming into all this right knowledge. Mm-hmm. And I'm close to 60. And I'm looking back and I'm wondering to myself, well, what the heck? Nobody said nothing? And then I found out from family members that y'all all knew Baba. Y'all knew him. You lived with him. You talked to him. You touched him.
Literally.
So you had this information, but you didn't bring it back to none of us.
Literally.
And we was all little at the time when our brains were like sponges. We would have been sucking all of this information up.
Yeah.
And maybe been able to escape half of this.
Not even maybe.
Yeah, really we would have, right?
Literally. Yes.
We literally would have been, able to escape this. Because our minds would have been free.
Yeah.
Which means we would have been free.
That's how it works. But parents and them, I don't know what they be doing. Like,
I really don't know. I don't get it. I think that they were just all scared. They was all scared, I'm telling you, because sometimes when I talk like to the elders in my family and I ask them questions about our family and our bloodline, and they tell me things, but then I say, well, how come y'all never told us that? How come I'm just down hearing this? They say, baby girl, you don't understand. Back then, things was a lot different. There's certain things you couldn't talk about. You talk about it, you might never be seen again. And it was really like that for brown people, so-called black people. You couldn't talk about certain things.
Read, write, talk.
Yeah, if you knew you had Indian blood or something like that, you had to keep that a secret. So, there's a lot of things we had to keep secret about ourselves.
And that surprised me too, because black people are so strong. How y'all get one master, 1 million people on one plantation?
I know. As strong as we are, as much as we get to fighting,
For real.
we all stayed there and listened to who? Yo, I just be listening to this stuff sometimes. I don't get it. I just be like, listen, man. So y'all listen to this one man. This one man was able to stand in front of how many brothers and sisters and beat one of your brothers and sisters, and y'all didn't get up and beat the crap out of him?
That's why for a minute I didn't think slavery was real. I can't stress it enough. I said, how? I was so confused on how. If black people are this, and that. And in the version that I was born into of black people, we was already rowdy, shooting, all these type of things. So I'm like, where was all these warriors at when...
That's what I'm saying. Like, where y'all at? Where was y'all at? Because I just can't see it. Listen. We know what happened. Yeah. So I'm not questioning it. No disrespect to the ancestors that had to go through that.
Yeah, no disrespect. But I really didn't think it was real.
Is it?
Well, exactly. I lie to you not.
And that's why, and this is where black people sometimes get on my nerves. I swear I love my people, but sometimes they get on my nerves. See, this is what Kanye West was trying to say when he said black people chose to be slaves. That's what he meant. But then everybody got mad at him and called him a sellout because we don't listen.
Right.
And we don't go within, go deeper, go behind the words sometimes.
Yeah.
What he meant when he said that was that you do have a choice. You can be a slave or you can say, fuck it, kill me. Literally, just kill me. Push me overboard right now. Go ahead, master. Do it. You can do that. Or you can say, you know what? I'm going to live and be a slave.
And that's what they did.
Thank you. But look what it did to you in the process. And then you pass it on to the next generations.
Talking about lazy. We lazy because we sit behind computer screens and make money from that. But yet, y'all chose to be slaves. That's lazy.
That's lazy. You chose slavery. That you had an option. You had an option, like for instance, you have an option to send your child to school.
Right.
It wasn't always like that now, because I remember, and I'm not that old, so I'm telling you, it wasn't always like that. It wasn't always like that because look, I got a best friend, my godson's mother, one of my dearest friends, Melissa. When Ike was little, Melissa didn't want to send Ike to school. Ike used to be right in the house with us. Right. In the house with us up until he was like 5, until they finally sent her a letter of warning telling her that if she did not report and send him to school, she was going to be jailed. They threatened parents with jail back in the day.
They still do.
Oh, they still doing that?
Mm-hmm.
See?
My cousin used to ditch school. She had to go to court with her mom.
See? Come on, man. How you but then you find out that you don't have to. legally you can teach your own child.
Mm-hmm.
So what I don't get is that for a parent that has already seen how corrupt the school system is and the things that can happen to a child in that place, because it is not a safe space.
It is.
I'm sorry, it's not a safe space
at all.
But once you realize that, what makes you still send your baby, your precious Jim, to that place when you now know you have an option to teach your own child?
Work.
You don't want to do that because you got to work, or you can't do that because you got to work. You got to do all this stuff that prevents you from being able to teach your own child. See how it's set up?
Mm-hmm.
You can't do it. But then you got some people that don't work and they do it anyway. Why?
Because they want free time to gossip all day.
See?
See?
You want to be able to gossip and smoke blunts all day, so you send your baby down there and then turn around and tell your baby, don't you talk to no strangers, what I tell you. But you sent them down there to be with a whole bunch of strangers because I don't know none of these people, mommy. Ain't this a stranger? We confuse children.
Yes. I was just saying that to myself. I'm like, I used to be so bad at like having a moral compass because I was getting yelled at for being myself. But then when I did do something bad, they like, it's okay. Like, what?
See?
It don't make no sense at all.
Yeah, it's just funny how we do things sometimes. You know, like,
moral compass would be way off track.